The LAV-25 is an 8-wheeled amphibious armored reconnaissance vehicle used by the United States Marine Corps and Canadian Army. It was built by General Dynamics Land Systems Canada and is based on the Swiss MOWAG Piranha I/8x8 family of armored fighting vehicles. GDLS also makes the LAV III armored vehicle that is based on MOWAG Piranha IIH 8x8. History. During the 1980s, the U.S. Marine Corps began looking for a light armored vehicle to give the divisions greater mobility. They chose the light armored vehicle based on the MOWAG Piranha. It entered service with the Marines in 1983. The U.S. Army was interested in these vehicles at the time, but did not order any. The U.S. Army did, however, borrow at least a dozen LAV-25s for use in the 82nd Airborne's 73rd Cavalry Regiment for a scout platoon during the Gulf War. These LAV-25s were later returned to the Marine Corps after the Gulf War. The USMC ordered 758 vehicles of all variants. LAVs first saw combat during the invasion of Panama in 1989, and continued service in the Gulf War, Iraq War, and the war in Afghanistan. The table of organization and equipment for an USMC light armored reconnaissance battalion includes 56 LAV-25s, 16 LAV-80s, 12 LAV-Ls, 8 LAV-MIs, 4 LAV-Rs, 4 LAV-C2s, and an unknown number of LAV-MEWSS vehicles. The LAV platform is planned to remain in service with the Marine Corps until 2035. Design. Powered by a 6V53T Detroit diesel turbocharged engine, they are 4-wheel drive transferable to 8-wheel drive. These vehicles are also amphibious, meaning they have the ability to swim, but are limited to non-surf bodies of water. While engaged in amphibious operations, the maximum speed is approximately 12 km per hour using equipped propellers. The current SLEP modifications will hinder or eliminate amphibious ops. Typical land speeds are approximately 100 km per hour in either 4 or 8-wheel drive. However, fuel economy decreases in 8-wheel drive. The vehicles operate on diesel fuel. They are equipped with a M242 Bushmaster 25mm cannon, 2 M247.62mm machine guns, and 2 4-barrel smoke grenade launchers located on the forward left and right sides of the turret. A crew is 3: vehicle commander, gunner, and driver, and 4 passengers with combat gear. Armor. The LAV-25 is a lightly armored vehicle. The base model is protected by light-gauge high-hardness steel armor, varying in nominal thickness from 4.71mm to 9.71mm. This level of high-hardness steel armor is intended only to offer protection against small arms rounds such as the common 7.62 by 39mm M1943 ball used by the AKM, to achieve the lowest possible weight and cost. Variants. Standard LAV fitted with a turret with 360 degrees traverse, armed with an M242 25mm chain gun with 420 rounds of 25mm ammunition. Both M791 APDSD and M792 HT, of which half is ready for use. 150 rounds are ready for use from one stowage bin, 60 from another stowage bin. The other 210 rounds are stowed elsewhere in the vehicle. A coaxial M240C machine gun is mounted alongside the M242, and a pintle-mounted M240BG machine gun with 1,320 rounds of 7.62mm ammunition is mounted on the turret roof. The Canadian Army uses an upgraded version of this chassis for its Coyote armored reconnaissance vehicle. The vehicle has been through many changes through the late 1990s. The new modification SLEP has changed the LAV-25 to the LAV-25A1 standard and has been completely fielded. Funding has been approved for continued upgrades to the LAV family to bring them up to the LAV-A2 standard. Phase 1 improvements include increased external and internal ballistic armor upgrades, improved fire suppression equipment, and upgrading the vehicle's suspension to the Generation 2 standard. Phase 2 upgrades include replacing the turret hydraulics with an electric drive system and replacing the thermal sight with an improved model, incorporating a laser rangefinder for aircraft to reflect the improved significant survivability and capability enhancements occurring today. The LAV is being renamed as the LAV-A2. The LAV-A2 project involved developing and installing an internal and external ballistic protection upgrade package for the light armored vehicles, an automatic fire suppression system for the interior of the vehicle, and a Generation 2 suspension upgrade to support the added weight of the new armor. The suspension upgrade includes new struts, steering knuckles, torsion bars, shocks and mounts, and drive shaft. The 3-kit armor system provides the LAV with additional survivability against improvised explosive devices and direct fire kinetic energy weapons. The LAV-25A2 includes the improved thermal sight system developed by Raytheon, scheduled for fielding by the end of 2007. The ITSS provides the gunner and commander with thermal images, an eye-safe laser rangefinder, a fire control solution, and fire target location target grid information. The new armor will provide protection from 14.5 mm armor-piercing rounds, and include an anti-spall lining on the inside to further protect crew members. It will be similar to the protection found on the U.S. Army's LAV III Striker variant. Derivatives: LAV fitted with an Emerson 901A1 TOW-28 EGM launcher, the same turret that was fitted on the M901 ITV. It is also armed with a pintle-mounted M240E1 or M240B general-purpose machine gun. It carries a total of 16 TOW missiles and 1,000 rounds of 7.62 mm ammunition. LAV fitted with opening doors on the top. Inside it is fitted with an 81 mm M252 mortar with 360 degrees traverse, and a pintle-mounted M240E1 machine gun. It carries 99 81 mm mortar shells and 1,000 rounds of 7.62 mm ammunition. LAV fitted with an electric turret mounting a General Dynamics GAU-12 equalizer, 25 mm 5-barreled Gatling cannon, and 2 missile pods, each with 4x-92 finish marker Stinger missiles for short-range air defense duties. Capacity for 990 rounds of 25 mm ammunition, and 16-92 finish marker Stinger missiles. This variant has been removed from service. A variant using the Mistral missile in place of Stingers was developed for the export market. LAV fitted with a boom crane and recovery winch for use in recovery of vehicles, specifically other LAVs. It is armed with a pintle-mounted M240E1 G machine gun and carries 1,000 rounds of 7.62 mm ammunition. LAV C2. LAV with a raised roof to accommodate several VHF, UHF and HF radios. It is armed with a pintle-mounted M240E1 G machine gun and carries 1,000 rounds of 7.62 mm ammunition. Generally referred to as the C2. LAV modified for use in a logistics role. LAV-MEWSS. LAV modified for use in an electronic warfare role. Specific details of this variant are classified. LAV-EFSS. Proposed replacement for LAV-M. LAV fitted with provisions to use Dragonfire, a 120mm recoil mortar system. An unknown variant is used by at least one civilian law enforcement agency.